Seeing the Ford Mustang Boss 429 in front of you, you can forget about everything, as it is a true rarity distinguished by immense power. A thoroughbred Mustang can penetrate the hearts of even the most demanding car enthusiasts. It is one of the rarest and most expensive muscle cars ever produced by the American automotive industry. The Ford Mustang Boss 429 is a genuine symbol of the U.S. automotive industry. This car was the most formidable and aggressive, its roar surpassing the entire racetrack, leaving no chance for spectators. Despite being produced for less than 2 years, the popularity of this powerful car persists to this day. The desire to acquire this particular car is reinforced by the fact that only 1,356 units were ever produced. Initially designed for street racing, with a focus on maximum acceleration from a standstill, it could, for instance, reach 100 miles per hour in just 7 seconds. Modern sports cars don't always match up to the Ford Mustang Boss 429, especially in short distances where this car excels. It features a manual transmission, excellent handling significantly improved compared to its predecessor, the Ford Mustang Boss 302, and outwardly is virtually indistinguishable from the Boss 302. The Boss 429 engine was based on the Ford 385 motor, featuring 4-bolt mains, a forged crankshaft, and connecting rods made of forged steel. Distinctive features of the engine included aluminum cylinder heads with a modified Hemi-type combustion chamber known as the Crescent. Ford employed the drydeck method in these heads. And each cylinder, oil channel, and water passage had an individual sealing ring for tightness. The Boss 429 engine used a single 4-barrel Holley carburetor with a capacity of 735 cubic feet per minute, mounted on an aluminum intake manifold that demonstrated excellent performance at the time. The 1969 models were equipped with a hydraulic lifter camshaft, while the 1970 models received a mechanical lifter camshaft and an enhanced dual exhaust system. Despite maintaining the same nominal power, the actual power output exceeded 500 horsepower. Some claimed it produced 600 or more horsepower, citing extensive tests confirming the results. However, obtaining such power from a semi-Hemi engine was relatively easy due to its factory tuning for road purposes. Claims regarding power were supported by results from numerous dynamometer tests conducted over many years, involving both factory engines, some of which were modified to factory specifications, and those taken directly from cars immediately after purchase. It's important to note that specific power output typically varies based on the characteristics of each engine due to testing conditions. In 1969, Ford Motor Company released 859 Boss 429 cars. The color-matched, fully functional hood scoop stood out with its size, surpassing all other Ford offerings of the time, except for 2 Boss 429 Cougars. In the 1970 models, this scoop was retained but painted black on all cars. It remains the largest factory air scoop ever installed on a factory Mustang. All these cars came with a manual transmission, and due to the engine size, air conditioning was not available. Although not initially offered as an option, spoilers and window louvers are often added. However, the era of the Ford Mustang Boss 429 was short-lived. New environmental regulations and congressional pressure forced Ford to scale back its racing programs. Production of the car concluded in 1970, with a total of 1,358 units built. At the time of its release, the Mustang Boss 429 was sold for $5,000, but today its value has reached $500,000 and continues to rise.